My first week of university, my parents sent me $400 for books, and instead of buying books, I bought a pregnancy test. I knew something was the matter with me, I could just tell. So on that day in a public washroom by myself, I found out that I was going to be a single teen parent at 17 years old. And with that, I dropped out of university. And so began my hot mess 20s as an uneducated single teen parent. So I started doing minimum wage jobs until I was old enough to bartend, and then I started bartending at sketchy dive bars until my friend was like, hey, you can't work at these sketchy dive bars because it's not safe. Let me ask my boss if I can get you a job. So he got me a job as a bank teller at a bank. This was a huge opportunity for me, and I knew that it was like my only chance to have a legitimate job based on my circumstances. So I obviously crushed it, and I got promoted multiple times, and I had this like really successful finance career. But everything in my life made me feel stuck. I was stuck at my job. I needed help with my baby. I had no money. And my soul was telling me that I needed freedom and I wanted to be able to travel. So I actually literally prioritized that, and I quit my job and I went back to bartending, and I incorporated some travel into my life. But life happens, and I eventually went back to my career in finance, and I was back in the 9-to-5 grind that was sucking my soul dry. But I was so committed to changing my circumstances that I was willing to try anything. Like I did MLMs and everything, guys. I was putting myself out there left, right, and center, and I was failing and embarrassing myself. Like literally, I'm sure there's a group chat out there about my early days, and there's probably still a group chat, let's be serious. But anyways, I kept trying, I kept doing self-improvement, and I kept working on myself, and eventually something worked. I built an e-commerce store, and I made $2.3 million my very first year as a business owner. So keep trying, guys, because eventually something will.